the fuck?
Alright, I hope everybody is doing well. Hope everyone's doing great out there. And yeah, so this is going to be my vlog number 20. So basically what I'm going to do is get it out of the way because tomorrow I have some things I have to take care of. Basically going to the doctors, and I'm not too sure if I'm going to have a procedure done tomorrow as far as my back goes. Back has been bothering me a lot lately. I've been kind of pushing it a little bit hard as far as what I've been doing, and you know, it's taking its toll, so I need something to help out with it. I've got a high tolerance for pain, but you know, it's just when you're trying to sleep, when you're trying to rest or relax or whatever, you know, things come out and start poking and pinching you and shit like that, and it's like, okay, I've had enough of this.
Could that have been a gremlin? It ain't Vendel Vilkey!
So I got to do something with this. Both of my legs have been feeling really fucked up. Usually it's my right leg, but it seems like both of my legs are screwing up. And they said it's probably the arthritis is you know, built up in my back quite a bit, and there's some problems going on. So what the doctor wants me to do is go in for the epidural shots.
Calling Dr. Howard. Dr. Fine. Dr. Howard. Calling Dr. Howard. Dr. Fine. Dr. Howard.
Or injections or whatever the hell you want to call them, where they fill you up with some type of a nerve block basically in your low back. Sometimes they do it around joints. You ever heard of like a gel shot or something like that in your knee? It's not the same chemical, but it's, you know, pretty painful and bullshit as far as getting it done. And I'm not too sure if I want this done yet because I've had them done in the past and they don't really work for me. The last time I had one done, you're only allowed like 3 of these a year. I had 4 of them done, and this was like quite a while back. But I ended up having the L4, L5 epidural block. I think that's what they call it. And when the doctor was doing this, you're on a mild anesthetic.
Proceed with your operation, doctor. Don't let me interrupt you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, you're going to use that? Then, of course, you're going to cut straight through. By the way, what does the patient have?
You see, Doctor, he has a very bad case of gutta-palmatina beans.
Oh, indeed. Well, then, of course, you're going to need this bone saw.
Do tell. Well, in that case, Doctor, would you cut across here or cut across there?
Oh, doctor, now you're joking. Of course, you don't cut here or here. Naturally, you saw straight through the skull.
Well, anesthetic.
Okay, they want you awake for this because they want you to sit there and say if there's any complications or problems or something that you're feeling that you're not supposed to be feeling, they want you to be able to speak it and say it, and you know, then they can figure out what to do about it. The last time I had this done, I was laying on the x-ray machine, and the doctor was up over me, and he put the needle inside my back. Now, the needle is supposed to be, I guess, flexible. They can twist it and bend it around and shit. Well, he hit the spinal cord, and it felt like a jolt of electricity through my legs. All right, and I jumped off the fucking table with the needle still in my back. And, you know, luckily that, you know, I didn't have like a lot of movement in my low part back because I could have broke that needle between the vertebrae and my spine. Luckily that didn't happen. Otherwise I would have been doing surgery on that day to get the shit out. But I might be going in for a shot, not too sure. The doctor says that basically, you know, now it's after your surgery and stuff like that, who knows what the shot's going to do. It could work for you, maybe not, who knows. They never really worked for me in the past. I've always had a real big amount of pressure in my low back after the shots. After that, the pressure started wearing off and everything went back to normal. So it was kind of one of those things where it's a 50-50 chance if it'll work or not. And my past history with it, it never really worked. So it was kind of a waste of my time sitting there and going through this shit. It hurts like hell when they're doing the shot. They try to numb the area, but you feel it going in, you feel the needle moving, you feel it. So I don't really care for it too much.
Ow, 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 ow. When's it gonna be my turn? Ow, 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 ow.
And like I said, the last time I had this done, he hit my fucking spinal cord, felt like a jolt of electricity in my legs, and I jumped off the goddamn table with the needle. And I really don't want to go through that shit again. But a couple another other thing that I'm going to have done too is I've got this good sized lump on the side of my head. I've had it for a real long time, and it seems to be aggravating me a little bit more. Now I've got a high tolerance for pain, but like when you're trying to rest at night or sleep at night and you've got this poking you, that one, pinching you, this going on, it gets to be a pain in the ass. It's very annoying. So you end up losing sleep.
Ow, ow, ow.
And that's kind of what I've been doing lately. And this thing here has been aggravating the piss out of me lately. And it's kind of going down the side of my neck a little bit as well, as far as how it hurts. I don't know what the hell it is or what's going on. But if they are thinking it's like a cyst or something and they want to break it or cut it open, I want to make a YouTube video of it. So be expecting that one if they let me do this. If they have to let me record it, yeah. So I'm going to gross you guys out or whatever and see what, be kind of cool. At least I think so. Yeah, as far as like the having a high tolerance for pain and shit, when this thing started acting up on me, I was trying to figure out what the fuck it is. So I ended up, taking a small mirror and looking at it and shit like that. It's like, okay, well, maybe I could break it myself or whatever. So I ended up taking like a real thick, big thumbtack, one of those heavy ones with the plastic on the ends, or you good size handle to pull out of the wall, stuck it inside there and pushed it in all the way. And I kind of felt how it stopped. So it went pretty deep in there, but nothing happened. Nothing came out of it. So I don't know maybe it's cancer. Who knows? Some pains and shit like that are okay. I can tolerate it and stuff like that. Like a kick in the nuts, that I can't really handle too well. I don't think anybody could really handle a pretty good swift kick in the nuts.
Look at the bright side, Lois. It's a chance for a fresh start for both Cleveland and Lorraine.
Oh my God! What are you doing? What's wrong with you?
What the hell, man?
Hurts, doesn't
What
it?
the hell? Yes! What the hell's your problem?
My friend.
Ow! What?
You've been kicked in the nuts.
But, yeah, and there was one other time, too, when I was working at the steel company, and they put me on light duty after I ended up injuring my back, and the guy sat there and said, "Oh, you're faking this." And at the time, I had no feeling in my right leg at all. The whole top of my right leg had no feeling in it. So what I ended up doing is taking a small thumbtack and poking it in my pants leg, and I smacked it with my hand. So I went in my leg. And then I pulled the fucking thing out, and you can see the blood starting to soak into the pants and shit. And the guy's like, "Oh, you're fucking crazy." I says, "I didn't feel a thing." So something like this, to do surgery on it myself, if need to be, I'll fucking do it. I don't care. I've done shit like this before where I had stuff going on where, I did my own surgery and stuff. I don't give a shit. That doesn't bother me one bit. But I got to get it taken care of because it's getting up to the point where, like I said, trying to sleep at night, it's becoming a pain in the ass. Same thing with the back problem. Trying to sleep at night, it's like the gremlins come out and they start poking you with sticks and knives and, all kinds of pointy, sharp things. And you're trying to relax.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York, yes sir. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray and step around the hall a bit.
It gets to the point where you start to lose sleep over this, and that's kind of what I've been doing with this. And it's up to the point where got to do something, got to take care of it, especially now that I'm trying to lose the weight, and that's been working out pretty good. Even I'm wearing a pair of my old shorts, and they fit. They're a 36, but they fit, so I'm kind of happy with that. So next thing I want to try to do is squeezing my fat ass into a pair of my jeans, my older jeans, not the newer ones. See if I can button them up. If I can get the button close, then I'm moving on to the right direction because those were a 32s, so, and that's basically what I've been all my life is a 32, a 36, 32, I think it was, 36 leg and then 32 waist. So if I can get those things on or close to buttoning them without killing myself, yeah, that'll be great. So right now, you know, things are moving in the right direction, I hope. The only thing I got to do is really kick these motherfuckers. You know, I really got to kick them. I've cut back quite a bit. I've been kind of like trying to just like, they're sitting in front of me, but ignoring them, sort of. And, you know, if I could go back to using this more often, which this has been sitting here for a while, and it changed colors pretty good. And it's supposed to, chemical does change colors after a while, after it sits for a while. The oxygen does it, or the air does it. Doesn't mean it's bad. So if yours ever does that shit where it changes colors on you, it gets a little bit of an amber color, it's not gone bad. It's just kind of what it does. But anyways, I think that's enough for this vlog. And I'll keep you guys informed what's going on after your doctor's tomorrow, and see what he's going to do, what he wants to do. Anything but fucking steroids. I don't want to go back on that shit again. I don't want to have the weight gain now that I'm trying so hard to get rid of it. And it's starting to work. So, yeah. All right, guys. You guys take care. Have a good one. And, you know, oh yeah, before I forget, I want to tell you guys, you know, some of you guys have been complaining about the thumbs down thing and shit like that. You know, you have the option to turn the shit off if it bothers you that much. Okay, just simple as that. Go into your settings for YouTube and shut off the thumbs down. You know, it seems like there's quite a few people who've been getting them and can't figure out the reason why. Well, you know, you can't please everybody, you know, so you're going to get a thumbs down. Whoop-de-fucking do. All right, everyone gets them. You know, I don't think I've ever seen one channel that has gotten no thumbs down at all. So, again, you know, if it bothers you that much, just shut the shit off. That's all. End of story. You guys take care. Have a good one.